everybody talking down on Bean, man. God damn, y'all know if Kobe was still here, ain't none of this would be going down. Come on, dawg. It's a lot of disrespect in the media that's been going on as of late. Y'all let me know in the comments, man, what y'all think about the disrespect they showing Kobe, bruh. Kobe top 5 all time. Not showing him no type of love, dawg. You know what I'm saying, man? And I don't really like it, man. We're going to see in this video, man, how Kobe is the most disrespected player in the history of the NBA, man, and it's sad. Before we get into it, like the video, man, comment down below any videos y'all want Young Groovy to react to next. And last but not least, subscribe, man.
Even before winning his first title, NBA legends began comparing Kobe to Jordan.
The triangle, so we thanked them last year when we won the championship.
One more thing before we let you go, Kobe. We had kind of a lively debate here in the pregame show about Kobe Bryant at 21 and Michael Jordan at 21. You have guys like Charles Barkley and Michael Finley and Kenny Smith all debating this, trying to figure out if you're a better player at that age than Michael Jordan was. Do you want to weigh in on this, or do you find it all amusing?
No, people. I think people just talk about that just to talk, really. Michael, he's the greatest player of all time, and
Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all
period.
time. But I didn't think he was good as you at 21. I don't think so. I think he's the greatest player ever, and obviously you got a long way to go. But I ain't never seen a 21-year-old guy. You 22 now?
Yes.
Play as well as you playing right now.
Thank you.
That's crazy. I ain't even know that. I ain't know that was comparing Kobe at 21, 22 to MJ. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time seeing that clip right there. But that lets you know what type of player Kobe Bryant was at an early age. You feel what I'm saying, man? A lot of people forget that. A lot of people was calling Kobe a sidekick in this moment right here. Which is crazy, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? It's just too much disrespect going on. This man was him at an early age in the league.
Near the end of his first championship run, it was an afterthought that Kobe was the best in the world.
Their first 9 games of the postseason to Craig Sager.
Well, there they are, the two-headed monster, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, first of all, your coach gets ejected. You guys are down. He thought you weren't getting the calls. Did that really inspire you guys?
We've been programmed all year to just play through anything. And I was off the first half, but, my teammates, they took care of me. They held the game close. The Spurs came out with everything they had, and I didn't realize that going into halftime that they were only up 8. I figured they were up 15, 20 points, but, it's good being on a great team. Tonight was an easy game. I missed some chippies I don't usually miss, but Kobe, Rob, D-Fish, it made me look good. And it's good to play with the best player in the world on your team.
Look at that. You got Shaq, MVP Shaq, giving Kobe props, calling him the best player on the team, dog. That was a 1-2 punch. I'm going to keep saying that, bro. Kobe and Shaq was a 1-2 punch. Kobe was not a sidekick. You feel me? Kobe was putting up damn near MVP numbers alongside the real MVP.
It makes stuff a lot easier.
Kobe calls you the best player in the world. Obviously, you guys getting along quite well out there. 28 points tonight. How physical was it? Was it tougher if you get the point?
No, I really wasn't looking to be aggressive. I was really looking to get my teammates involved because that's when we play the best anyway. I think game 1 was just one of those situations where we were able to pull through. But for the most part, when we do well against San Antonio, we have 5-6 guys in double figures.
This is everything you could possibly want. You've gone 7 weeks without a loss, but you come in here, take 2 on the opposing court.
Yeah, well, our motto is we're not going to lose. No matter what we go through, no matter what type of adversity might happen on the court, we're just not going to lose.
Great mindset.
Offensively is one thing, but defensively, you guys were sensational. David Robinson has played 94 career postseason games. Only one other time he was not in double-figure scoring. That was his rookie year. They needed a big game from him. You were guarding him. What were you trying to do to him?
He's a great player, and we had to help out on dunking a lot, but I was just trying to stay in front of him and play good defense. But this series isn't going to be about Shaq versus Tim or Kobe versus Tim or Shaq versus David. It's a team sport. When you got the greatest player in the world, when you play on the greatest team, anything is possible. And our goal was to come in here and get 1 or 2. We got 2. Now that we're going home, sleeping in our beds, chilling with our children, having a good time, going through our rituals, doing what we do. We can't give up home court advantage. Now we just have to go home, take care of business. We haven't been home in a long time. We're coming home. I know our fans are going to be ready, and we're going to be pumped up. We love the feeling that we went through last year. We want to go through it again.
When and why did you come to the revelation that this is the greatest player on the planet, Kobe Bryant?
Because when I first came to LA, Jerry showed me a tape of this kid, and I knew he had potential. And a lot of people thought we had problems. We never really had problems at all. I'm the big brother, he's the little brother. I want him to be the best player in the world. I really do. So, you know, we really didn't have struggles. You know, I think the media wanted us to have struggles. You know, just two great players playing on the same thing, you know, same team. You know, things not going well, but you know.
After his second title, it was hard to
Crazy,
determine if
man.
Kobe was better than Michael
try
at
to
the
point a
same age.
narrative on them.
Think Kobe is better than Michael at age 24?
I do.
Wow.
He's better. I mean, all the different facets that go into the game. I think Kobe is at a higher level at this point than Mike was.
Damn.
You were there during the Jordan years, wrote the book, The Jordan Rules. Do you think that Kobe is better than Michael at age 24?
He's close. It's very similar. Obviously, he's a much better shooter than Michael is. He's not as ferocious at the basket with the ball. To me, the amazing thing is that we're actually talking about it. Who would have expected, even at this point, that we'd be talking about somebody on the level of Jordan? Kobe's been doing and what Kobe's been playing, you have to make the comparison for the first time.
That's crazy, bro. This man Bean was getting compared to Kobe at 21, 22.
This is in direct contrast to what Gilbert Arenas says here about Kobe only being respected as a sidekick after winning 3 titles with Shaq.
I think Kobe's learning process was probably better and more accelerated than Michael's.
Yep. And just like the AI voice said, bro, Gilbert Arenas was basically saying that everybody was viewing Kobe as a sidekick, bro. This is not true at all, bro. Look at these clips, bro. They're on ESPN comparing Kobe Bryant, young Kobe Bryant, to Michael Jordan. Come on, dog. The media gotta stop with all these narratives, bro. He was never a sidekick. Nobody ever really looked at Kobe Bryant as a sidekick, bro. They literally was comparing this man in 2002 to Michael Jordan. Now he's a sidekick. Now he's a Scottie Pippen. What?
Sam mentioned that he's
Come on,
he's not
man.
as ferocious at the basket, but I think he's more creative. He's more agile.
He is more creative, like at the rack.
And I think also he's playing against much tougher defenses with the zone defenses being permitted, double, triple teams. And he doesn't
That's a
have
good
any
point.
shooters along with him. I think he's doing very, very well.
You know what the interesting thing is?
Immediately after winning 3 titles with Shaq, Kobe was now universally known as the best in the league and comparable to only one man in history.
Let's see.
25 years around the league.
And this David
where
Stern.
Kobe sort of ranks in the pantheon of great players.
I think it's well. Let's sort of take Bill Russell out of it.
Okay.
With his 11 rings.
Okay.
You know, I'll tell Russ when I see him in the finals that I've no disrespect meant. We're just he's in a different class, but to me, Kobe is there with Michael.
Wow, bro, and that's the late great David Stern. Come on, bruh. Are we serious, bro? Today's media gotta stop, bro. They comparing Kobe Bryant to Scottie Pippen, and they calling Kobe a sidekick. Bro, the media gotta chill, bro. Y'all gotta wake up to these false narratives that the media is trying to put on y'all today, bro. Kobe Bryant is not a sidekick, bro. And this was in 2010. Come on, dog. This was at 3 championships, too.
And if you saw that shot, the one he sank, it went by and patted Alvin Gentry. I'm saying, how did he do that? It's not possible. It wasn't possible, but he did it with somebody sort of hanging on him. And I do mean hanging.
That's crazy.
He has the capacity through his will and determination, which of course is accompanied by his intense conditioning and his incredible skill. To do what has to be done as part of and for the team.
Winning his 4th title had NBA legends beginning to believe he would be the best ever.
Okay, so this after his 4th title.
But when we talk about Kobe Bryant, I never thought I would say it playing against Michael Jordan for so long. But Kobe Bryant, at the end of the day, Dan, because you think I'm a punk, will go down as the greatest basketball player that has ever lived.
Ooh, this Mark Jackson, who played against MJ.
He's a lockdown defender. That's the only thing that he does superior to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's a better ball handler, a better shooter, and a better scorer in my opinion.
Game on the line.
Wow.
Kobe or Michael? Who do you want?
It's a coin toss. It really doesn't.
Oh my God.
All right, that's all I'm asking.
Kobe Bryant, 81 points, 62 at the end of third
That's
quarter.
a great curiosity.
Dallas Mavericks.
That's a great curiosity.
Wow.
Look in my eye. Kobe Bryant will go down as the greatest basketball player that has ever 81.
Even the GOAT.
That's crazy, bro. That was Mark Jackson. He played against MJ.
Himself would rank him over prime LeBron James.
Kobe or LeBron?
Oh, I never saw this clip.
Well, I mean, that's a tough one. I would say the Kevin Durant. Nah, in terms of dominance of the game of basketball at this stage, is LeBron.
Dominance.
Championship-wise, Kobe Bryant. He wants it so bad, and he's willing to go to the extreme, guarding the point guards at the age of 34, playing 38 minutes, 40 minutes. That's ludicrous. I think this is what he's battling with. It is what it is. He's cursed as much as I am.
Damn.
And if you had to pick, between the two, that'd be a tough choice. I mean, but 5 beats 1.
But things would change in 2020. Suddenly, fools began taking all kinds of shots at Kobe.
Can you take game 60?
To be honest, 60 was going to happen. Practice after practice. Watching his ticks, watching his movement, starting to understand he don't go.
So this when the hating started happening.
He's a little slower. Yeah, he uses his length. If I can get past the length and go, he ain't gonna do nothing with it. Move up on. But you gotta remember, I'm studying him, so I know his flaws. I know his weakness. I know he can't do it against me. So all I had to do is stay in my zone of scoring against him. Like I know with Kobe, he's more machine, so I can't do the same.
And this after Kobe was gone too. He knew better to say this when he was alive.
You scored 60 points against Kobe.
Then without even taking another shot, his ranking went from maybe 1 or 2 all the way down to 9 or 10.
Hey, can I get one more name in this? Because we're going to run out of time, and we've only... The other name that people seem to be reacting to most strongly on social media yesterday was the name Kobe Bryant, who came in at number 9 on this list. I had Bruce Bowen on here an hour ago saying he would put Kobe 2. Bruce's list...
Damn, Kobe at 9? Where y'all got Kobe at your all-time list? I got him 2 or 3.
Michael 1 and Kobe 2. Do you believe, and of course a lot of the fun is taken out of this part of the conversation considering the circumstances, but we're talking about the careers here. Do you believe that Kobe should have been higher on the list?
No, I do not. And I told, listen, God rest his soul, when Kobe was alive, he and I talked about this. I didn't even consider him top 5. I definitely considered him top 10, but not top 5. But here's the ultimate.
Not top 5?
Anytime you think of Kobe Bryant, you think of Michael Jordan and how he came behind Michael Jordan. And so as a result, you have somebody that played his position that is clearly in front of him. And I think ultimately what will forever be held against Kobe Bryant was that he separated from Shaquille O'Neal. All of that plays into it because instead of 5 titles, he might have had 7 or 8 titles had they stayed together. People look at that and they say that comes into the equation as well. Sure, you proved that you could win without Shaq, but you could have been on the floor doing your thing. But also, you two, both you and Shaq, could have worked better together.
I don't agree with that.
And made sure that you kept that bond.
I don't agree with that.
As opposed to severing it. I think that gets held against Kobe, and that's why he falls out of the top 5.
Nah.
Now all kinds of lesser players are just taking shots at Kobe when they feel like.
Is actually correct. Like, when did ring culture become a thing, right? When you talk about team awards, something that a structure needs to win does not boost you in front of individual accomplishments. And when you use Kobe, would frowned upon what LeBron said, I would disagree with that.
Oh my God. I would
disagree with that.
I remember what I said there.
In real time, Kobe had 3 rings. Y'all wasn't treating him like a 3-ring player. You was treating him like a sidekick. He was considered a sidekick. He was considered a Robin. He was considered the next Pippen. In 2002, with 3 rings, we were still comparing T-Mac. Who was better in the league? You couldn't convince the NBA down the middle
my
who was
God.
better. So
between
T-Mac and Kobe.
Totally true. Totally
Right?
true.
So if you're sitting there with 3 rings and you're still being compared to someone who doesn't have rings, what do you think happened? I need individual accomplishments. Can you please get rid of Shaq? Right? Because if it was about rings, there was no reason for the fallout with him and Shaq. The fallout was about you only respect the driver of the car. No one respects the passenger of rings. Right? There's no one says it, but the one who's leading the one who's leading the team, that's the gold member right there. That ring counts. The second option ring, that's silver when no one respects it.
Man,
no one has respected.
whatever, bro.
Scottie Pippen with 6 rings.
Whatever,
that's
bro.
On the all-time list, 32.
Whatever.
Right? You got people that don't have rings that's in front of them. So what LeBron is saying is like, wait a minute.
But Kobe's not considered a sidekick, though, bro. He didn't put up sidekick numbers. They just be putting anybody on TV, bro. Come on, bro, with the Kobe disrespect, bro. Come on, bro.
When did we take away your greatness as a player and use team structured awards, right? Because then you're only talking about if you get drafted to Boston, Los Angeles, like what, half of the league came from big cities that's in, more than half that's in the top 75, right? So it's basically saying whoever has private school teaching in the organization is what wins, because these public school players down in Memphis, Minnesota, you have a hard time.
Very eloquent argument. You won't get away with it, though, but I'll let y'all go first. I'll be back.
Players with 1 playoff win in 13 seasons are comparing themselves to Kobe.
Wait. He only has 1 playoff win in 13 seasons? Oh my God. In the comments down below, please tell me this ain't true. T-Mac, I know you're not trying to compare yourself to Kobe with 1 playoff win in 13 seasons, dog. Hell no.
Players with 1 playoff win in 13 seasons are comparing themselves to Kobe.
Oh my God.
Really talented players that come through this league that are championship worthy. What I mean by that, if you take them off a team that is a championship quality team, replace me with Kobe with Shaq. I don't win a championship. You don't think I can carry the Lakers to a championship? Like, I've never had the opportunity.
Correct.
I felt like if I was put in that position to win a championship, I damn sure would show up and do what I do in the playoffs to elevate my team to that level. I just never had the chance. So do I get diminished because I never won a championship?
Right.
Yeah, that's what. Is it my fault?
Man.
Is it my fault?
Oh my God.
And then add another layer on to it, T-Mac. Then you have players that start saying, okay, no, now I got to be a de facto GM. Now I have to be a de facto
and that creates
GM.
the
Now
ring
I got to find.
Because now players are going everywhere because they need to get the rings.
No. Now, I get, when it comes to LeBron and he gets traded or goes to Miami.
LeBron wasn't talking about Bron, though, T-Mac.
No, but I'm talking about
the other players.
The one,
in a sense.
If they are going as far to try to take away his finals MVP, what will be next?
A lot of people don't know that in that finals, that last finals that they won, Kobe didn't play well. Kobe didn't shoot the ball well. Actually, everybody thought Pau Gasol should have been MVP. That's how well Pau was playing, and Kobe was awful. But you never could tell when you turned the TV on that he was struggling, because his leadership is always there. His intensity is always, that fire is always there. So because he's 8 for 24 from the field or something like that, you could never tell with a player like Kobe.
But fook the haters.
With over 28 points a game average, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, the 2010 Finals MVP.
28 points a game.
Winner of the Bill Russell.
Come on, bro. That's MVP. Finals MVP numbers, bro.
Is none other than Kobe Bryant.
Man, stop, bro. Powell was not putting up those type of numbers, bro.
Boy, oh boy. I'm so sick and tired of how easy it is for these guys, these ringless guys, to call Kobe's name because Kobe's not here. I'm sick and tired of them using Kobe as an example when is pointed out or when they feel there's something missing in their life and they want to point to a small part of Kobe's career that resembled the major part of their career, I'm sick and tired of it. Sick to my stomach.
Damn, man.
Half of the guys who talk bad about Kobe don't have half of his game. Don't have half of his will. Don't have half of his mental fortitude.
Yeah.
Don't have half his discipline. Right, I saw a clip. Tracy McGrady saying he's the same talent level. Oh, wait, you might be the same talent level, sure.
Yeah.
But he put in 1/10 of the work.
Yeah.
Right, we know Kobe was up 4 a.m. every day.
Yeah. Mama
24
mentality.
hours, went back home.
Yeah.
Came back to train again.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the clips? Where's the story of T-Mac doing that?
Mm.
And what about T-Mac's leadership? What about the intangibles with T-Mac? What about his where's T-Mac's all defensive player awards? Kobe has the most in history.
Damn.
So where does T-Mac get it off? Where does T-Mac get off talking about how he's the same type of player as Kobe in?
Damn.
I'm convinced that in terms of players, we should only be hearing from those who have championships.
Mm-hmm. I
And
agree.
a select few.
I agree.
Right? I think we know who we should be listening to who don't have championships. We know the respect. We know the players who deserve the glory who do not have championships.
Right.
That players like Iverson, players like Charles Barkley, players like Carmelo, players like Karl Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We know the players who don't have championships. Sean Kemp. Right? Everybody has to give them respect. And we give them the respect as though they have at least one championship. We don't put them on the same level. No, Vince Carter. We don't put them at the same level as Michael Jordan. or
Hell
Kobe,
no. Nope.
But we give them their respect.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotta show them they
Allen
flowers.
Iverson is like a god when it comes to basketball. Everybody I've never heard anybody talk bad about Allen Iverson in my life. And he doesn't have a championship. So these guys are out of their mind. Right? But they want to disrespect Kobe and not give him his due diligence.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Right? Kobe should have more MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get respect for the first 3 titles, even though he averaged, at some points in those finals more than
MVP
Shaq.
numbers. MVP numbers.
Now people are trying to say, like Dwayne Wade, are trying to say Gasol deserved to be MVP.
What? D Wade.
When
come
the only
on.
reason Gasol was getting 1-on-1 was because of Kobe.
He did. Damn.
I don't know what's up with these people, man. But
The media, man.
it's sad that Kobe's gone because I know if he was here, half
He
of
would-
them,
oh
more
my
than half of
Wouldn't even
his
be
comments would
talking.
not be made.
Yeah.
But it just shows you what kind of people these are, and how everybody in the NBA has an agenda.
Damn.
To make themselves or to make somebody like LeBron look better than they actually are. That's about it. So until next time.
Great video right there, man. Kobe Bryant is the most disrespected player in NBA history. I agree. Especially right now, man. You got all these people on all these platforms talking down on all of Kobe's accomplishments and him as a basketball player, bro. Like, you got these people comparing him to Scottie Pippen. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people up here saying that rings don't matter. You got a person that won 1 playoff game in 13 seasons saying that he could replace Kobe and win multiple championships. Like, come on, dog. None of this makes sense. A lot of this, you got to just use your common sense to really, like, come up with your own narrative about these situations, man. And, man, the media is crazy, man. They be pushing out all these fake narratives that everybody be believing, man. But if you go and do your research on some of the things that they be talking about, man, most of this be cap, bro. A lot of this be cap, bro. Man, in my opinion, man, Kobe was one of the greats. Top 3 all time on my list. Won 5 championships, 3 with Shaq, 2 on his own. Had the work ethic, had the skill set, had the mindset, man. He was definitely one of the greats, and it's sad to see the media disrespecting him like that, bro. So in the comments down below, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video right here, man. Like the video if you rock with the reaction. And last but not least, subscribe to the channel if you new. Young Groovy signing out. I'm going to catch y'all in the next vid.